Hey everyone, and welcome to our deep dive on Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
By Napoleon Hill.
We're working from a really comprehensive summary, and I'm already so excited to dig in.
Yeah.
This book, it's a classic.
It is.
And for good reason.
Right.
Hill didn't just theorize about success.
No.
He went straight to the source,
Exactly.
interviewing over 40 millionaires to figure out what made them tick.
To kind of crack the code.
Yeah, crack the code of success.
Yeah.
So we're going to unpack those secrets.
Absolutely.
And by the end of this deep dive, you'll have a roadmap, just like those millionaires, to achieve your own goals.
It's amazing how even nearly a century later, Hill's ideas still resonate.
Yeah.
He truly believed anyone could achieve anything. They set their minds to, and Think and Grow Rich lays out a framework to make that belief a reality.
It all starts with desire, right?
That's absolutely.
Hill really hammers this home.
Yeah.
Without that burning desire,
Yeah.
you're not launching a rocket. You're just kind of tinkering with sparklers.
You're just playing around.
Yeah.
He puts it so eloquently, too.
He does.
One of my favorite quotes from the book is, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve."
Ooh, I like that.
It's about recognizing the power of your thoughts, especially when focused
Yeah.
and fueled by that intense desire.
Okay, so let's say we have this burning desire, a goal that keeps us up at night. How do we take that raw energy and turn it into something tangible?
That's where Hill's famous 6-step method comes into play. It's a process,
Okay.
a recipe, if you will, for turning desire into its financial equivalent.
I love that. Let's break down this recipe.
Okay.
Step by step.
Step by step.
What's the first ingredient?
The first step is all about clarity, defining exactly how much money you want.
Okay.
Hill warns against vague aspirations.
Right.
Don't just wish for wealth.
Yeah.
Get specific.
Yeah.
Write down the exact number.
I love that. It's like setting a target.
Yes.
Giving your ambition a bullseye to aim for.
Exactly.
All right, so we've got our target set.
We do.
What's next?
And the second step is about understanding that success doesn't happen in a vacuum.
Okay.
What are you willing to give in return for that wealth?
Okay.
Hill emphasizes that there are no free lunches.
Mm-hmm.
You need to offer something of value to the world.
It makes sense. You can't just wish for a windfall.
No.
You got to create value.
Exactly.
You got to solve a problem. Offer something the world needs or wants.
Yes.
All right, so what's next on Hill's recipe?
Step 3 is setting a deadline.
Okay.
Don't leave your achievement to chance.
Right.
Pick a date, put it in your calendar, and make it real.
Make it real.
This creates urgency and accountability, shifting your mindset from someday to now.
Okay, so we got the what, the amount, the why, your contribution, and now the when, a deadline.
The when.
It's starting to feel serious.
It is.
What does Hill say about taking action?
Step 4 is where the rubber meets the road.
Okay.
Create a plan and start working on it today.
Okay.
Don't wait for perfect conditions or all the answers.
Right.
Start moving even if you feel unsure.
Yeah.
Even if it's just one small step.
I know I'm guilty of overthinking and delaying. Sometimes you just got to dive in.
Yes, you do.
Right, so we're taking action.
We are.
How do we solidify this commitment?
Step 5 is to write it all down. A clear and concise statement with your financial goal, the deadline, your contribution, and your plan of action.
It's almost like signing a contract with yourself.
Yes.
A powerful declaration of intent.
Precisely.
All right, so we've got everything written down.
We do.
What's the final ingredient in Hillia's recipe for success?
Now, for the final ingredient.
Okay.
Step 6 is reading that statement aloud twice a day. Morning and night.
Ooh.
And this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
As you visualize yourself already possessing that money.
Okay.
Feel it. Believe it.
So it's not just a mental exercise.
Yeah.
It's about embodying that future state.
Yes.
Almost like you're living it now.
Yes.
Powerful stuff.
Hill saw visualization as a key tool in manifestation.
Oh.
And he backs this up with an example in the book. Imagine you're a sales representative on track to accumulate $500,000 by a specific date.
Okay.
It's about making that visualization specific,
Got it.
tangible, and believable.
I love that example. It takes the concept of visualization and makes it applicable to any goal, no matter how grand or seemingly ordinary.
Exactly.
But achieving big dreams isn't always a straight shot.
Right.
What happens when we hit a roadblock?
That's where Hill's emphasis on persistence comes in.
Okay.
He found that in his interviews, many successful individuals reported that their greatest wins often arrived right on the heels of major setbacks.
So it's almost like setbacks are part of the process, a sign you're pushing boundaries.
They are.
You're on the right track.
Exactly.
So how should we view these setbacks then?
Hill saw defeat not as the end, but as a signal. He has another brilliant quote. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more toward your coveted goal.
Wow.
So rather than quitting, it's about learning, adapting, and coming back stronger.
It's about having that grit to keep going, even when the going gets tough.
Yes.
So far, we've covered the importance of desire and persistence. What other nuggets of wisdom did Hill unearth in his research?
Well, he makes a strong case for specialized knowledge.
Okay.
He draws a distinction between general knowledge, broad and wide-ranging, and specialized knowledge.
Yeah.
Focused expertise in a specific area.
So let's say I have a general understanding of business.
Okay.
But to truly succeed, I need to dive deep into a niche, like social media marketing for sustainable fashion brands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That specialized knowledge is what elevates you from informed to expert, from generalist to specialist. And, as Hill puts it, knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power only when and if it is organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end.
So gathering knowledge isn't enough.
No.
It's about applying it strategically to reach your goals.
It was your goals. And this brings us to another insightful concept. The mastermind group.
Yes.
The power of collaboration.
Collaboration.
Tell me more about Hill's take on this.
Hill believed that assembling a group of individuals with complementary skills and knowledge could amplify everyone's potential.
Okay.
He called this a mastermind group.
It's like the saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Exactly.
But how do these mastermind groups work in practice?
Well, imagine a group of entrepreneurs, each with their own strengths.
Okay.
One's a marketing whiz, another excels at finance, and the third has a knack for product development.
Got it.
They come together regularly, sharing ideas, offering advice, holding each other accountable.
And leveraging their collective wisdom to overcome challenges and achieve greater success than they could alone.
So think of some of the most successful companies. They weren't built by lone geniuses.
Right.
They're built by teams of talented individuals working in sync.
Working together.
And what are the benefits of these mastermind groups?
The benefits are immense. Diverse perspectives, shared expertise, increased accountability, and the invaluable support and motivation. That comes from a group of like-minded individuals, striving towards a common goal.
That's powerful. So how can someone go about building one of these mastermind groups?
Building one starts with identifying people who share your values and aspirations, have complementary skills, and are committed to mutual growth and support, regular meetings, open communication, and a genuine desire to contribute and learn from each other are key ingredients for a successful mastermind group.
That's incredibly valuable and something many of us could benefit from, especially when tackling ambitious goals. It's not just about individual effort. It's about harnessing the power of collective intelligence.
Exactly.
And this ties into one of the most empowering messages in Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
We are masters of our own destinies.
Yeah.
Because we control our thoughts.
Powerful concept.
It's about taking ownership.
Yes.
Recognizing that we're not just reacting to life, we're shaping it.
You are shaping your reality.
We are.
Hill stresses the importance of cultivating positive emotions and minimizing negative ones.
Okay.
He even provides a list of the 7 major positive and negative emotions.
I'm all ears. Give me the list.
On the positive side, we have desire, faith, love, sex enthusiasm, romance, and hope.
Okay, now those are emotions that can definitely fuel your drive.
They can.
What about the negative ones to watch out for?
Hill identifies fear, jealousy, hatred, revenge, greed, superstition, and anger as the major negative emotions to be avoided.
It's fascinating to think about how those negative emotions can hold us back.
They can.
Almost like invisible chains. And the key takeaway here is that we can choose which emotions we allow to dominate our thoughts and actions.
That's right.
So if we want to create a positive reality, we need to cultivate a positive internal landscape.
Yes.
So as we're unpacking these principles, it's interesting to consider which emotions are dominating your thoughts right now. Are they pushing you forward or holding you back?
Great questions to ask yourself.
They are.
Think and Grow Rich provides the map.
Yeah.
But each of us has to navigate our own journey.
This has been incredibly insightful. So far, we've explored the power of desire, persistence, specialized knowledge, the power of masterminds, and the importance of managing your emotions.
Absolutely.
Get ready, because in part 2 of our deep dive, we'll delve even deeper into Hill's wisdom.
Looking forward to it.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Think and Grow Rich.
Think and Grow Rich.
In the last part, we talked about the importance of specialized knowledge,
Right.
surrounding yourself with a mastermind group, and really harnessing the power of your emotions.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to shift gears a bit
Okay.
and explore something Hill calls autosuggestion.
Autosuggestion.
It sounds a bit like a self-driving car for your brain.
Yeah, kind of. But what is it really? Well, it might sound complex, but it's actually a very practical concept.
Right.
Autosuggestion is all about using affirmations.
Affirmation.
Yeah, those repeated instructions or statements
Okay.
to influence your subconscious mind.
So you're kind of planting seeds in your mind,
Exactly.
hoping they'll blossom into powerful beliefs.
Yes.
So instead of saying, I can't do this,
Right.
you'd say, I can achieve this,
Exactly.
even if you're still working on that confidence.
Yeah, you're essentially replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones.
You're rewiring your thinking.
Yes. And Hill believed that by repeating these affirmations consistently, they become integrated into your belief system.
It's like creating a mental blueprint for success.
Precisely.
So it's not just about confidence. It's almost like this autosuggestion process can actually help turn desires into reality.
That's the idea.
Okay, I like where this is going.
As Hill writes, all thoughts which have been emotionalized and mixed with faith begin immediately to translate themselves into their physical equivalent or counterpart.
Okay, so I'm picturing this. I have a burning desire, a goal. And through autosuggestion, I'm cultivating this unshakable belief that I can achieve it. So I'm not just wishing, I'm setting things in motion.
That's right.
And Hill actually provides a very specific exercise in the book for using autosuggestion to attract wealth.
He does.
What's this exercise all about?
It involves visualization, a practice many successful individuals swear by.
Okay, I'm listening.
Close your eyes and envision yourself already possessing the wealth you desire.
Okay.
But here's the key. You also see yourself providing the service or delivering the product that you'll offer in exchange for that wealth.
So it's not just about visualizing the end result. It's about visualizing the journey, the actions you'll take, the value you'll create to achieve that financial goal.
Yes, it's about connecting the dots between desire, action, and outcome.
So if your goal is to earn $1 million through your online business,
Okay.
you wouldn't just imagine yourself on a yacht.
Right.
You'd visualize yourself working on your business, crafting valuable content,
Yes,
connecting with customers,
exactly.
and ultimately receiving that financial reward as a result of your efforts.
It's about putting in the work.
Okay, so I'm starting to see how this works. You're essentially creating a mental movie of your success.
Yes.
And by repeatedly playing it in your mind, you're programming yourself for that outcome.
You're training your mind for success.
But let's get practical. How does Hill suggest we implement this?
Hill provides a specific script for this visualization exercise.
Okay.
Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and repeat a statement that outlines the amount of money you want to accumulate, the time frame, what you're going to give in return, and your unwavering belief that you will achieve it.
So it's almost like a personal mantra,
It is.
a declaration of your financial goals and the path you'll take to achieve them.
And how often does he suggest we do this?
Yeah, how often should we be repeating this mantra?
Consistency is key.
Okay,
Hill recommends doing this twice a day,
twice a day,
once in the morning and once at night.
morning and night.
This repetition helps to embed those beliefs deep into your subconscious.
Okay, so I have my burning desire. I'm working on my autosuggestion,
Okay.
but I'm also someone who believes in hard work.
Yeah.
Does Hill acknowledge that true wealth doesn't come from just putting in the hours?
He does. He states very clearly. Riches, when they come in huge quantities, are never the result of hard work. Riches come, if they come at all, in response to definite demands based upon the application of definite principles and not by chance or luck.
So it's not about endless toil.
No.
It's about working smarter, not harder,
Exactly.
and applying the right principles to attract wealth. And
It's about strategy.
it's like learning the rules of the game,
Yes.
understanding how to leverage those rules to your advantage, rather than just blindly hoping for the best.
And this brings us to another crucial point.
Okay.
The importance of having a definite plan.
A definite plan.
Hill is adamant about this.
Okay.
As he writes, success requires no apologies. Failure permits no alibis.
So if you have a solid plan,
Yeah.
and you execute it effectively,
Uh-huh.
you're setting yourself up for success.
You are.
But if you fail,
Yeah,
it's likely because your plan was flawed or your execution was off.
right. Hill stresses that your level of achievement will be directly proportional to the quality of your plan.
The quality of the plan matters.
He writes, your achievement can be no greater than your plans are sound.
Taking the time to create a detailed, well-thought-out plan is essential
Yes.
for achieving any goal, big or small.
Big or small.
It's not just about dreaming big.
No.
It's about thinking strategically, outlining the steps, anticipating challenges, and having a clear path forward. But even with the best laid plans, we're bound to hit some roadblocks.
Of course.
What's Hill's take on navigating those setbacks?
He encourages readers to view temporary defeats as opportunities, to refine their plans. It goes back to that idea of persistence we discussed earlier.
Right, bouncing back from those setbacks.
Remember his quote, when defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound, rebuild those plans, and set sail once more toward your coveted goal.
So it's not about fearing failure.
No.
It's about using it as a stepping stone.
Exactly.
Now, I want to shift gears and talk about leadership. Hill dedicates a whole chapter to this, doesn't he?
He does, and he makes a really interesting point, one that might surprise you.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
He suggests that most great leaders actually started as followers.
That's counterintuitive. You'd think great leaders were just born that way.
You might think so.
Yeah.
But Hill argues that true leadership is often forged. Through the experience of following,
Correct.
he writes, they became great leaders because they were intelligent followers.
So being a good follower isn't passive.
It's not.
It's an active process of learning, observing, and understanding what makes effective leadership.
This is a valuable experience.
That's almost like an apprenticeship,
Yes.
where you're homing your leadership skills under the guidance of a more experienced individual.
And Hill even suggests that the person who can follow a leader most efficiently is usually the one who develops into leadership most rapidly.
So if you find yourself in a position where you're following someone else's lead,
Okay.
pay attention.
Yes.
You might be gaining valuable insights.
You are.
That will serve you well when you step into a leadership role yourself.
That's right.
It's a reminder that every experience, every position we hold,
Yes.
can offer valuable lessons if we're open to learning.
Exactly.
And Hill doesn't just talk about passive following, does he?
Not at all. He encourages followers to be proactive, to speak up and to negotiate for what they deserve.
So to advocate for themselves.
He cautions against mistaking wants for just dues, emphasizing the importance of knowing your worth and advocating for yourself, while remaining respectful of the situation.
It's about finding that balance between assertiveness and respect.
Yes.
Understanding your value while navigating the dynamics of the situation.
And speaking of navigating dynamics, I think it's time we circle back to the power of collaboration.
Okay.
Earlier, we discussed the mastermind group.
Right.
The Hill goes even deeper into the idea of harnessing the collective intelligence of a group.
It's fascinating how he emphasizes this throughout the book, even when talking about achieving individual success.
It's a key principle.
What are some of his key insights about collaboration?
He writes, when a group of individual brains are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every individual brain in the group.
So it's like the sum being greater than its parts.
Exactly.
It's about leveraging the unique strengths and perspectives of each individual to achieve something far greater than any one person could on their own.
That's the power of collaboration.
And Hill believed that when people come together with a shared purpose and a genuine willingness to collaborate, they can achieve extraordinary things.
They can?
It's about creating synergy, tapping into that collective energy and intelligence to fuel innovation and progress.
And this principle isn't just applicable to business. It's relevant in relationships, in communities, in any situation where people come together to achieve a common goal.
It's a reminder that we're not meant to go it alone.
We're not.
There's immense power in connection, in supporting each other, and in working together to achieve something bigger than ourselves.
It's about collective growth.
And while Hill focuses heavily on achieving success and building wealth,
Yes.
he also acknowledges the importance of balance in life.
He does.
He even discusses the different stages of life and how our priorities might shift as we age.
Right. It's about finding balance.
It's a reminder that success is multifaceted.
Yes.
It's not just about reaching a financial goal.
Yeah, it's not.
It's about living a fulfilling life,
Yes.
nurturing relationships, and finding joy in the journey,
Absolutely.
not just the destination.
He emphasizes the importance of approaching each stage of life With a positive mindset, focusing on growth and fulfillment rather than fear or regret.
It's about embracing the present moment, acknowledging our accomplishments, and approaching the future with anticipation
Yes.
and a willingness to continue learning and evolving.
Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive, I think it's essential to revisit one of the core themes we've touched upon throughout this episode, the power of controlling your emotions.
Absolutely. This is something that really resonates with me.
Yeah.
Hill believed our emotions have a profound impact
Yes.
on our thoughts and actions.
He did, in fact, he went so far as to say that positive and negative emotions cannot occupy the mind at the same time.
So we can't be happy and sad at the same time.
We have a choice in each moment to focus on either positive or negative emotions.
Okay.
And the emotions we choose will shape our reality.
It's such an empowering concept. We're not at the mercy of our emotions.
Right.
We have the power to choose which ones we cultivate and which ones we let go of.
It's about becoming the master of your emotional state.
Wow.
Recognizing that your emotions are not something that happens to you,
Yeah.
but something you create.
That's powerful.
And this mastery of our emotional landscape plays directly into our ability to achieve our goals.
So if we want to achieve success, if we want to attract wealth and fulfillment, we need to cultivate those positive emotions that drive our creativity and our resilience.
Exactly.
It's about creating an internal environment that supports our aspirations.
Yes.
An emotional landscape that nourishes our dreams and empowers us to take action.
So as we move into the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I encourage you to reflect on those 7 major positive and negative emotions we discussed earlier.
Okay.
Ask yourself which emotions are guiding your thoughts and actions. Are they leading you towards your goals or holding you back?
That's such a powerful question to ponder.
It is.
In this second part of our deep dive, we've explored the transformative power of autosuggestion, the importance of a definite plan, the surprising path from follower to leader, the undeniable power of collaboration, and the critical role our emotions play in shaping our reality.
They're all connected.
Get ready, because in part 3, we'll synthesize these insights and leave you with some final thoughts to carry with you on your journey. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into Think and Grow Rich.
Think and grow rich.
We've been on quite a journey with Napoleon Hill, exploring his principles for achieving success. And it's amazing how relevant his ideas still are today.
It's a testament to the enduring power of human potential. Hill believed we are all capable of extraordinary things, and Think and Grow Rich provides a roadmap to unlock that potential.
We've covered so much ground in this deep dive, from the power of desire and the importance of persistence, to the role of specialized knowledge to those mastermind groups, and even the fascinating concept of autosuggestion. It's like we've been assembling a toolkit for success, piece by piece.
And a key takeaway is that success isn't a matter of luck or circumstance. It's about understanding and applying specific principles. Hill's work is a blueprint for living a more fulfilling and successful life, no matter what your definition of success might be.
It's not just about financial wealth, is it? It's about achieving your goals in any area of life, whether it's your career, relationships, health, or personal growth.
Exactly. It's about tapping into that inner power we all possess and directing it towards what we truly want to achieve.
Now, before we wrap up, I want to pose a question that's been swirling in my mind. Throughout this deep dive, Hill conducted his research almost a century ago. The world has changed drastically, especially with the rise of the internet and technology. If Hill were alive today, how do you think his principles would adapt to the modern world?
That's such a thought-provoking question. It's true that the landscape of success has shifted in many ways. We have access to more information than ever before. We're constantly bombarded with distractions, and the pace of change is exponential.
Exactly. We're living in the age of instant gratification social media comparison and a globalized economy. It makes you wonder how these factors would influence Hill's thinking.
Let's take the principle of desire. In Hill's time, desires were perhaps more localized, more focused on tangible achievements. Today, we're exposed to a constant stream of desires, many fueled by social media trends and the pressure to keep up. So how do we cultivate a burning desire that's truly authentic in this hyper-connected world?
That's a great point. It's almost like we need to develop a filter, a way to discern between desires that are truly ours and those that are imposed upon us by external forces.
And what about persistence? In a world where things change so rapidly, where new opportunities and distractions emerge constantly, how do we maintain that unwavering commitment to our goals?
Perhaps Hill's emphasis on persistence would need to be balanced with a healthy dose of adaptability. It's not just about sticking to a plan no matter what. It's about being able to adjust course, to pivot when necessary, and to embrace new possibilities as they arise.
And consider specialized knowledge. Hill stressed the importance of becoming an expert in a specific field. But in today's world where skills can become obsolete quickly, how do we stay ahead of the curve?
It's almost like specialized knowledge needs to be paired with a commitment to lifelong learning. We need to be constantly evolving, expanding our skill set, and embracing new technologies and ways of thinking.
And let's not forget about the power of collaboration. In Hill's time, collaboration was often limited by geography and access. Today, we have the ability to connect with people from all over the world, to build virtual teams, and to tap into a global network of expertise.
It's incredible to think about the potential for collaboration in the digital age. It's like the mastermind group concept on steroids.
So while the principles outlined in Think and Grow Rich are timeless, their application in the modern world might require a nuanced approach. We need to be mindful of the unique challenges and opportunities of the digital age and adapt our strategies accordingly.
It's like Hill gave us the foundation, the core principles. And now it's up to us to build upon that foundation, to refine those principles and apply them in a way that's relevant to our lives today.
It's an exciting challenge, isn't it? To take these timeless ideas and translate them into actionable steps for success in the 21st century.
It definitely is. And that's what makes this book so powerful. It's not a static set of rules, it's a framework for thinking, a set of principles that can be adapted and applied to any situation in any era.
And I think the most important message, the one that transcends time and technology, is that we have the power to create the life we want.
We're not just passengers on this journey called life, we're the drivers. And that's a truly empowering thought.
It's been a pleasure exploring Think and Grow Rich with you. We hope this deep dive has sparked some new ideas, rekindled your belief in your own potential, and given you some practical tools to achieve your goals.
Remember, it all starts with a burning desire, a belief in yourself, and the willingness to take consistent action. Go out there and make your dreams a reality.